Hey guys, so here is the top 10 games for October. Now because Halloween is coming up, next week I'm going to make a part 2 which is just for free horror games, so yeah. So up first is True Skate, and this skating app has some pretty simple controls, and you can do a lot of trick shots and stunts, and it looks really beautiful. This is AG Drive, and this is sort of like an F-Zero type of game. It's a pretty fun racing game. Getting used to how you turn the phone, unlike other games where you use the gyroscope, is a little bit confusing, but eventually you'll pick up on it. Here's a little bit of a challenge type of game, and this is 100 balls. And basically what happens is all of these balls fall onto the middle of the area, fall onto that hole, and you need to determine when you need to open that little door to make them fall into the cup. And the cup gives it back to you, and your goal is to make sure that they don't fall onto the ground. This is Save the Line, and basically what you have to do in here is prevent the line from hitting any of the boxes by tapping on other areas to move it. And I won't lie, this has to be one of the hardest apps that I've ever played. This is Higher, and what happens in this game is the square that you see is a certain color, and you have to match it with one of the blocks. If you are too early, that block will just stand up and kill you. If you are too late, if the block hits the wall, then all the colors will switch and then you'll get messed up. This is Swoopy Space, and you are a comet that is trying to ignore other comets. And I have to say, this is also a pretty tough challenge. One of the annoying things is that it only tilts left and right, so really doing anything in here is challenging. This is Crazy Circle, and this actually reminds me of a scene in Half-Life. It's pretty self-explanatory what you have to do here. Make sure that the arrow gets onto the moving platform before it's too late, and as it moves closer and closer, it starts to change color. Sometimes the ads can be a little bit annoying, but other than that, it's pretty good. This is the Sandbox, and some of you may have heard of this, some of you may have not. I heard about it a couple years ago, and it changed a lot, and it has improved. The graphics look better, and basically, like the name says, this is a sandbox game. So it's like Minecraft in 2D and more pixely, and you get to play around with elements and spawn people in, and you can actually walk as a person. And to unlock more elements, you can do quests. It's pretty addictive. This is Slip Away, and you are this squid that tries to avoid all sorts of obstacles like rocks. And one thing that was sort of challenging and annoying for me is that it sort of moves to the left and right. It doesn't really move up exactly, similar to Swoopy Space. And of course, you can't forget about PewDiePie's Tuber Simulator. So as you can see, I'm living the good life in Tuber Simulator. And if you haven't heard of Tuber Simulator, it is basically a YouTube type of Clash of Clans, Fallout Shelter game where you collect views by just making them, and over time it'll take longer to make those videos, and the longer it takes, the more views you get. And yeah, just the more you play, the bigger your channel gets, and your room and the items you get. So yeah guys, that is it. I can't wait to do the Halloween one. I know that one will be pretty interesting, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.